You're going to face obstacles. You're going to face challenges. And sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. But let me tell you this. With God, there is no obstacle too great for you to overcome. It doesn't matter how big the storm is, how high the mountain seems, God's got your back. But here's the key. You've got to put in the work, too. Faith is the foundation of everything we do, and it's the most important thing you'll need to build your life on. Faith isn't just a word. It's a belief that stands firm when the world around you is shaking. It's the unwavering conviction that no matter how dark the moment may seem, God is right there guiding you through. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains. It's not about having faith only when things are going well, but having it in the storms too. When life presents challenges, when obstacles seem insurmountable, when doors are slammed shut and every direction feels blocked, faith is the thing that tells you to keep moving forward. Faith gives you the strength to believe that something greater than yourself is at work. It assures you that no matter how heavy the load, God will help you carry it. Building your life on faith means trusting in the unseen. It's understanding that you don't always have to have the full picture to take the next step. Sometimes it's about taking that step in the dark, knowing that God will light your path. People who succeed in life, people who overcome every obstacle, are the ones who trust God's plan, even when they can't see it unfolding. They trust Him when they can't see the way forward, when they don't understand the why of it all. Faith requires action. It's not just about saying you believe, it's about showing it through what you do, how you live. It's waking up every day and trusting that no matter what comes your way, God's got your back. Faith means you keep going even when the road is tough, when it feels like you're taking one step forward and two steps back. It's about believing that setbacks are setups for comebacks. It's easy to have faith when things are good, when life is flowing smoothly and everything is falling into place. But when the trials come, when the weight of the world feels like it's on your shoulders, that's when faith is tested. That's when you show who you really are. Will you crumble under the pressure, or will you stand firm, trusting that God's plan for you is bigger than the obstacle in front of you? Faith in God doesn't mean you won't face struggles. It doesn't mean that life won't throw punches. In fact, it's often the opposite. Faith means you'll encounter challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But the key is in knowing that those challenges are not there to break you. They're there to strengthen you, to build your character, to prepare you for something greater. You will go through fire, but you will come out refined, stronger, and more resilient. Faith allows you to see beyond your circumstances. When you have faith, you don't focus solely on what's happening right in front of you. You start to see with a broader perspective, one that's filled with hope, possibility, and a trust in the bigger picture that God is creating for you. You stop looking at the obstacle as something to fear and instead see it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to draw closer to God. Having faith also means surrendering your own understanding and accepting that there's a bigger plan at work. There will be moments when things don't make sense. You'll question why things are happening, why you're going through certain struggles. But God has a plan for you, one that might not unfold the way you expect, and that's where your faith comes in. Trusting that the struggles are part of a greater purpose, one that's designed for your good. Faith is the key to unlocking the strength you didn't even know you had. It's the power that will carry you through the toughest of times, and it will open doors that no one can close. Building your life on faith means knowing deep in your soul that no matter what happens, you're not alone. God is with you every step of the way. Faith is your foundation. When it's strong, nothing can break you. Life will always throw challenges your way. There's no avoiding it, no matter how hard you try. But what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't is how they face those challenges. It's not the obstacles themselves that define you, it's how you react to them. When life gets tough, and it will, you can either retreat in fear or you can stand tall and face it head on. Facing challenges head on means not running from the struggle. It means not shying away from the work required to overcome the hurdles in front of you. Too many people give up when the going gets tough. They let fear take control, and they let doubt dictate their next move. But that's not how winners are made. Winners are made by showing up every single day, no matter how difficult it gets. The first step to facing a challenge is acknowledging it. You can't pretend it doesn't exist or hope it will just go away. Too many times we want to ignore the hard things, hoping they'll somehow resolve themselves. But the truth is, the more you avoid it, the bigger it gets. You have to look that challenge in the face and say, I see you, and I'm not backing down. When you face a challenge head on, you don't let the size of it intimidate you. You break it down into manageable pieces and take it one step at a time. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you look at the full scope of what you're dealing with. The key is not to get caught up in the enormity of the task. Take it day by day, step by step, and focus on what you can control. Sometimes just putting one foot in front of the other is the victory you need to keep going. There's also the reality that challenges bring growth. Every time you push through adversity, you become stronger. You learn things about yourself you never knew were there. You find out what you're made of, and you discover that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. When you face a challenge, you're not just fighting for the result, you're fighting for the person you're becoming in the process. Facing challenges head on means not allowing setbacks to stop you. You can't let failure define you. Everybody fails, everybody stumbles, but the ones who succeed are the ones who get back up after they've been knocked down. It's about resilience. It's about persistence. Life will knock you down, but you get back up. You keep moving forward. That's how you overcome the challenge. The ability to rise again after a fall is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. But here's the thing. When you face challenges, you're not in it alone. You may feel like you're carrying the weight on your own, but God is right there with you. With every step you take, He's walking beside you, giving you the strength you need. Faith is what fuels your journey, but action is what drives it forward. When you trust in God, when you put your faith in Him, you find the courage to face anything. It's easy to want to retreat, to give in, and to let life knock you down. But real strength isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about dancing in the rain. When you face your challenges head on, you show the world and yourself that you're unshakable. You're not just going to survive, you're going to thrive. The most successful people are the ones who don't give up when the going gets tough. They face their problems head on and find a way to keep moving forward. That's how you rise above your challenges. It's about mindsets. It's about attitude. It's about knowing that no matter how big the challenge is, you have what it takes to overcome it. So the next time life throws a curveball at you, don't retreat. Don't hide. Don't run. Stand tall. Face it head on. Know that the strength, the wisdom, and the courage you need are already within you. And when you rise above that challenge, you'll see that there's nothing in this world you can't overcome. Prayer is a powerful tool. It's not just a ritual or a tradition, just a lifeline, a way to connect with the Creator and tap into a strength that goes beyond human ability. When you pray, you're not just speaking into the air, you're speaking to God, the one who holds the entire universe in His hands. And in that moment, you're acknowledging His power, His wisdom, and His love. Prayer is where you find clarity, where you find peace, and where you find the courage to keep going when the road ahead seems impossible. Prayer is about communication. It's about talking to God, not just asking for things, but sharing your heart with Him. You can be honest with God. You don't have to sugarcoat it or pretend everything is okay. In prayer, you can bring your worries, your struggles, your doubts, and your fears. It's a safe space, a moment where you don't have to hide anything. God already knows what's on your heart. But when you pray, you open yourself up to His healing and His guidance. When life gets tough, and you feel like you're at your wit's end, prayer becomes the foundation that keeps you grounded. It's easy to get overwhelmed, to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But when you pray, you're giving that burden to God. You're saying, I can't do this on my own, but I know you can. Prayer brings you back to a place of humility, reminding you that you don't have to carry the load alone. There's also a power in the stillness of prayer. The world can be chaotic, noisy, and full of distractions, but in prayer, you find a quiet place to listen. Prayer isn't just about speaking, it's about hearing as well. When you sit in silence and allow God to speak to your heart, that's when the breakthroughs happen. That's when you gain the wisdom to make decisions, the peace to calm your soul, and the strength to move forward. Prayer also strengthens your faith. Every time you pray and see God answer, whether in small or big ways, your trust in Him grows. Prayer is a reminder that God is always present, always working in your life, even when you can't see it. It's easy to lose sight of His presence when you're caught up in the chaos of life, but prayer brings you back to the truth that He is always with you, guiding you, protecting you, and providing for you. In moments of doubt and fear, prayer is a shield that guards your heart. When you pray, you're not just asking for help or guidance. You're reminding yourself of the promises God has made to you. You're declaring His power over your life, over your circumstances, and over your future. The strength in declaring God's word in your prayers, reminding yourself that He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. When you pray with faith, you're standing on the solid rock of God's truth, and nothing can shake you. Prayer also teaches you to let go of control. We all want to control our lives, our circumstances, and the outcome of everything. But prayer reminds you that you don't have to control everything. When you surrender to God's will, you release the weight of perfection and control. Prayer is an act of trust, a declaration that you believe God's plan for you is greater than your own. It's about knowing that He's working behind the scenes, even when you don't see the full picture. Prayer connects you to something much bigger than yourself. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day grind of life. But when you pray, you're reminded of the bigger purpose, the bigger mission. Prayer brings perspective. It pulls you out of the smallness of your problems and places you in the vastness of God's grace. It helps you remember that you're part of something bigger, something eternal. And when you realize that, everything else becomes a little easier to handle. Prayer isn't just about asking for help in the tough times. It's a daily practice, a way of staying connected to God through the highs and lows of life. It's where you find peace, strength, and the courage to face anything that comes your way. Prayer is powerful because it brings you into the presence of the one who created it all. And in that moment, everything changes. Patience and perseverance are two qualities that often go hand in hand. In a world that values instant gratification, where we want results right now, these virtues can seem out of place. But if you're going to achieve anything of lasting value in life, you're going to need both patience and perseverance. They are not only essential to success, they are the very qualities that shape your character, your strength, and your resilience. Without them, it's too easy to give up when the journey gets tough. Patience is the ability to wait. It's the ability to endure discomfort without complaining, to trust the process even when the outcome seems far away. We live in a society where everything is at our fingertips. With technology, we can get answers instantly, receive packages the same day, and communicate with anyone across the globe in seconds. But that doesn't translate to life. Life doesn't always work on our timetable, and if you expect things to happen the moment you want them to, you will always be disappointed. Patience teaches you that good things take time. It's about trusting that the journey is just as important as the destination. Sometimes the best things are worth the wait. Patience isn't just about waiting, though. It's about how you wait. You can wait and be frustrated, angry, or bitter, or you can wait with hope, knowing that the right moment will come. Patience requires a mindset shift. It's not just about enduring the process, but embracing it. When you learn to be patient, you learn to appreciate the small steps, the incremental progress, and the lessons you learn along the way. Every moment of waiting is a chance for growth, and patience allows you to see that. But patience alone isn't enough. Perseverance is what pushes you forward when patience starts to feel like it's wearing thin. Perseverance is the strength to keep going when the road gets tough, when it feels like you're getting nowhere, and when you feel like giving up. It's the ability to keep moving forward despite the setbacks, the failures, and the disappointments. Perseverance is what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. It's easy to start something. Anyone can get excited at the beginning of a journey, but the ones who succeed are the ones who keep going when things get difficult. Perseverance requires a deep commitment to the goal. It's about understanding that success isn't a straight line. There will be detours, roadblocks, and unexpected turns along the way. But those obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're there to teach you. Perseverance is about pushing through those obstacles, learning from them, and using them to become better. It's about refusing to quit, even when every part of you wants to throw in the towel. When you persevere, you show that you have the heart of a warrior, the mindset of someone who knows that the victory is in the process, not just the end result. There will be moments when you question if it's worth it, when the journey feels too long or too hard. In those moments, your perseverance will be tested. But it's also in those moments that you discover the depth of your own strength. You will look back on the challenges you faced, the days when you felt like you couldn't keep going, and you'll realize that each step forward, no matter how small, was one step closer to your goal. Patience and perseverance are both necessary, and they work together in a powerful way. Patience allows you to wait without giving up, while perseverance keeps you moving forward despite the obstacle. When you combine the two, you create an unstoppable force. You begin to see that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to rise, to learn, and to grow. You start to understand that the path to success is not linear. It's filled with twists, turns, and detours. But with patience and perseverance, you'll continue to press on, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to your destination. The road may be long and may be hard, but remember, you have everything you need inside of you to keep going. Patience and perseverance will carry you through. And in the end, you'll look back and realize that the struggle was part of the story. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And when you stand on the other side of your challenges, you have earned not just the victory, but the character that comes with it. Discipline is often seen as a simple concept, doing what needs to be done, sticking to a plan, staying focused. But in reality, discipline is one of the most powerful forces in shaping your life and determining your success. It's not just about following rules or adhering to a schedule. Discipline is about having the strength to stay true to your commitments, even when temptation is high or when it would be easier to give up. It's the driving force that turns your goals into reality, that makes success inevitable. At the heart of discipline is self-control. It's the ability to do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel in the moment. The truth is, we all have days when we don't feel like putting in the work. We all have moments when we'd rather procrastinate, when we'd rather take the easy route. But discipline is about pushing past those feelings, about understanding that the sacrifices you make today will pay off tomorrow. It's about making choices that align with your long-term goals, even if they aren't the most fun or comfortable in the short term. Without discipline, dreams remain just that, dreams. Without discipline, you never take the necessary steps to turn your vision into something real. It's easy to talk about what you want to accomplish, to have lofty ideas and aspirations. But without discipline, those ideas stay in your mind, never coming to life. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's what takes you from wishing for success to working for it. It requires you to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and to push through when things get hard. Discipline isn't something that comes naturally to everyone. It's something that has to be cultivated, nurtured, and practiced over time. It's a skill that you develop through consistency, through creating routines, and through understanding the value of hard work. The more you practice discipline, the stronger it becomes. It's like building a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more it grows. And the more disciplined you become, the more control you have over your life and your future. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is its ability to bring structure to your life. When you have discipline, you can create a routine that supports your goals and priorities. Structure helps you stay focused and organized, making it easier to manage your time and energy. Without discipline, life can feel chaotic. You may find yourself constantly reacting to things rather than proactively pursuing your goals. Discipline helps you take control of your day, to prioritize the most important tasks, and to eliminate distractions that can hold you back. Another important element of discipline is its impact on your mindset. When you make a commitment to yourself, when you show up every day and put in the work, you start to develop confidence in your abilities. You begin to trust that you can achieve what you set out to do because you've proven to yourself that you have the discipline to follow through. Discipline is what builds self-respect. It's what allows you to look in the mirror and know that you are living up to your potential, that you are taking responsibility for your success. But discipline is not just about individual success. It also plays a role in how you show up for others. When you're disciplined in your work, in your habits, and in your actions, you inspire those around you. People will take note of your consistency, your work ethic, and your dedication. You'll become a model of what's possible when you commit to something and follow through. The influence of your discipline will spread to others, motivating them to develop the same habits in their own lives. Discipline is what allows you to reach your highest potential. It's the key to making progress, to overcoming obstacles, and to achieving your goals. Discipline isn't always easy. It requires effort, sacrifice, and persistence. But every time you show up, every time you make the tough choice to stay on track, you move closer to the person you were meant to become. Success doesn't come by chance or luck. It comes through disciplined actions, day in and day out. And when you cultivate discipline in your life, you unlock the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. Gratitude is one of the most powerful attitudes you can cultivate in life. It's easy to be thankful when everything is going well, when life is flowing smoothly, and all your dreams seem to be falling into place. But real strength comes from being grateful in all seasons, even when life is tough, when challenges arise, and when things don't go according to plan. True gratitude doesn't depend on external circumstances. It's a mindset, a choice, and a deep understanding that no matter what's happening around you, there's always something to be thankful for. When you practice gratitude in all seasons, you begin to shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. Life is filled with ups and downs, and it's natural to feel disappointed, frustrated, or discouraged when things aren't going the way you expected. But in those moments, choosing gratitude can change your perspective. Gratitude allows you to see beyond the struggle, to focus on the lessons you're learning, the strength you're gaining, and the blessings that are still present, even in the hardest of times. In the seasons of success and abundance, gratitude helps you stay grounded. It's easy to get caught up in the celebration, to focus solely on the achievements and the rewards. But gratitude keeps you humble. It reminds you that every success is a result of hard work, perseverance, and the support of others. Gratitude helps you remember that you didn't get where you are on your own. It's a gift that you've been given, and you're responsible for making the most of it. When you express gratitude for the good times, you not only appreciate what you have, but also honor the journey that got you here. In the seasons of struggle, gratitude becomes even more important. When things aren't going your way, it's easy to focus on the negatives, to complain, to get discouraged. But it's in these times that gratitude has the power to shift your mindset. It helps you find the silver lining, the lessons in the hardship. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It's not about denying the pain or the difficulties you face. It's about acknowledging the tough times while still finding something to be thankful for. Maybe it's the people who support you, the strength you didn't know you had, or the lessons that will help you grow. Gratitude doesn't erase the hardship, but it makes you stronger, more resilient, and more able to navigate the storm. Gratitude is also about being thankful for the small things. Often we wait for big moments, achievements, milestones, victories before we express gratitude. But the small, everyday things are just as worthy of thanks. The roof over your head, the food on your table, the warmth of the sun, the sound of laughter, the simple joy of a quiet moment. These things may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of life, but when you learn to appreciate them, you begin to see the beauty in the ordinary. Gratitude for the small things creates a mindset of abundance, where you see that you have more than enough, even when it feels like you don't. Another important aspect of gratitude is that it helps you build stronger relationships. When you express gratitude, whether it's for a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or the support of someone close to you, you strengthen the bond you share. Gratitude makes people feel seen and valued, and it fosters a sense of connection and mutual respect. In both the good times and the bad, being thankful for those who stand by your side can help you navigate life's challenges with a deeper sense of unity and support. In every season, gratitude teaches you to look beyond yourself. It reminds you that life is bigger than just your personal circumstances. It connects you to a higher purpose, a deeper sense of meaning. When you choose to be grateful, you acknowledge that even in the hardest moments, there is still something larger than your problems, something greater to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from the self to the bigger picture, allowing you to see your struggles in the context of the broader narrative of your life. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's an action. It's about how you live, how you approach each day, and how you respond to both the blessings and challenges that come your way. When you practice gratitude in all seasons, you cultivate peace, joy, and resilience. You learn to appreciate life in its fullness, not just in the moments that are easy or comfortable, but in every moment, regardless of the circumstances. Gratitude is a powerful choice, one that will transform your life when you embrace it fully, no matter what season you find yourself in. In the end, life is about perspective. No matter what season you're in, choosing gratitude has the power to transform your experience. When you can find thankfulness in every moment, whether you're riding high or facing challenges, you shift your energy, you grow in strength, and you create a deeper sense of peace within yourself. Gratitude opens the door to joy, to resilience, and to a heart full of hope. So in every season, remember this: when you choose to be thankful, you not only change your circumstances, but you change the way you see the world. Keep practicing gratitude, because in doing so, you unlock the fullness of life, no matter what comes your way.